What's up YouTube? Black Bear here, coming back at you with another video. In today's video, I want to teach y'all how to clean a firearm or a Glock in general. It really don't matter what kind of Glock you have, they're all basically the same. I'm going to start by saying always treat every firearm like it's loaded. So the first step we're going to do is unload our firearm. You can see in the chamber there's no bullet in it. So to start by cleaning the Glock, you can see there's a little bitty tab here. Also on the other side, you're going to want to pull your slide back, maybe just a little bit, not much. Pull both of these down, pull the trigger and let go. And then that will release your slide. And then you've got your recoil spring in here. This is a Glock 22 40 caliber Gen 4. So they have the double recoil spring to help with that. So we'll just lay that to the side. Just lay it right here, I guess. And the barrel just pulls up and out. You can see. It's a little bit dirty, not too bad. And then we got our slide here. First thing I always start by doing is I'll take a little kind of plastic, I guess, plastic brush, and I'll start by getting any loose dirt or anything like that out of my frame the best I can with what I can reach with this. There's that. I'm going to also scrub up here around my firing pin. Clean these rails and stuff out. Now, I'm going to open up my... That's the wrong one. Let me get this one. I'm going to look at this little blue piece here and get some patches out. I'm just going to take me a few of them. Put this piece on my rod. So how I do mine is I'll take my patches, just shove them down my barrel. It's a little bit dirty. And I'll just keep doing that until they come out clean. Now we're running it through the other way. I always like to push my patches the direction the bullet goes out of the barrel to. So I'll go from the chamber side down out the end. Get it clean side of the patch, and I'll do it one more time. And the barrel's fairly clean. Let's see, hold it up. I can see it there. So we'll set that to the side. Our spring ain't really dirty. So I'm going to take some Q-tips now. And I'm just going to come right along the edge, cleaning up any grime, powder residue, or anything of that nature that I can remove from the firearm. And I clean basically everywhere in here. I'm gonna make sure to get everything. Okay. Now we'll move on to our slide here. We'll get a couple more Q-tips. And we're going to go right along the edge of the slide. We're also going to go back here. You see how dirty that is. We're also going to go back here to where the bullet seats, right up against the firing pin, and we're going to scrub that. I'm going to scrub this part until it's clean. And then if your gun has anything on it that wants to come off, you can use stuff like CLP or something like that to break any of that carbon residue free. But this one's honestly not too bad. I mean, it's dirty, but not horrible. Now then, so our firearm is basically clean now. So now I'm going to take an old sock, which I don't wear white socks, so I always use this for my oil rag. It's preferred to use something lint free, but it is what it is. So we're going to put a little bit of oil on here. Well, I said a little bit, but that's a lot. That's okay, it'll soak into this sock and last a long time. So we're going to take our oil. I'm going to do a light coat on my barrel before I put it back in the firearm. Drag it along top. One more coat. Get any fingerprints off if I can. Then we're going to take our slide. You've got two holes in the slide, of course. The barrel is going to go right in here. Slide through this one. And then make sure it's all the way down and all the way back so it's not going to move on you. Then we're going to take our double coil spring, and it will go in this bottom hole, which will be the top looking at us. And it has a little bitty piece right here that you'll know is the right side because it fits right in. Also, if you look on the barrel, there's a little seat right here. And there's also another little indentation right there, kind of looks round at the bottom. That little round part's what you're going to want to set this part on. Like that right there. That's how it should look. Then the next step, you're going to want to take your oil and only put one drop on each side of this slide, which will drop one drop right here at the front. Okay, there's one drop there. I'm going to turn it around, do the same to this other side. And then I'll stand it up and let that run down a little bit. Also, when you're getting ready to reassemble, you can see there is these four, little balance. There is four silver lips, I guess you could call it. There's two in the front, two right here in the rear. You're going to want to take your slide, and there is two channels there, two grooves. And then we're going to want to put the back of them grooves on those front two lips, and they'll slide right on that rail. So you can pull it and it won't come off. Always keep your finger off the trigger and make sure this is unloaded before you do this next part. It should be unloaded, but always double check. There's no bullet in the chamber I can see. So to do a function test to make sure that your firearm is put back together correctly, you're going to want to pull the trigger. You heard that firearm pin. Hold that trigger, pull it back, let off the trigger. That's your firearm reset, and then pull it again. Now you have a functioning firearm. I know your trigger's not reset, so you pull that. You just saw the trigger reset. There you go. Functioning firearm. The last step I always do, I don't need no more oil. Let me close that so I don't spill it. So we're going to wipe down with a real light coat of oil on our firearm for some rust prevention. I know it looks heavy, but I always wipe the excess off. Yeah, this gun has been with me through the police academy. It was my duty weapon at my first department after the police academy. And during firearms week, we had to clean these things every single day, like this every morning at 7 o'clock after PT. So anyway, guys, that is how you clean a Glock. They're all basically the same. I hope y'all learned something. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all.